What is up? It's your boy J&W Boss in the building, and I am pleasured to be joined by Gorgon here at ringside. We are right here, a couple of nights away from North Carolina. First off, thank you for coming. Let's get the show started.
The pleasure is all mine, J&W. I have to say, off rip, that introduction is stellar. I love that music.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And here we go. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show as we have Jason Wells kicking things off with his no potential invitational. Good Lord. Oh.
Jason Wells is a very interesting character. He seems to have not just gotten over that hump just yet. I'm interested to find out what this no potential challenge is all about.
Basically, I mean, the thing he did this a couple of weeks ago. Basically, they have 10 minutes to quote unquote impress him, and you know he was upset about his first win. He won the last one. Either way, I really don't get the point of this. I mean, Jason Wells, he's a great athlete. What does he have to prove? And who is his opponent, though? My question. Or who did he? Wait a minute. Wait. Did he seriously get? Oh my God. Oh
what?
My God.
Cat Hawkins.
Oh my God.
Everybody's favorite jobber.
Thank you. Come on now. What is he really trying to prove with this? It's Kurt Hawkins making his way down to the ring. 10 minutes is underway. And wait a minute.
Look at this inside cradle.
No way. You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my God.
You have gotta be kidding me. What?
That has to be some sort of record.
Come on. It is. That was only, looking at the time, I think that was only 4 seconds. But, I mean, come on, Jason. I mean, dude, you've hung in there with guys like Mac Wolf, hung in there with a lot of these other guys, and you got to resort to this. Get out of here, man. You got to be kidding me with this.
But apparently Hawkins wasn't ready.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't, but either way, that's why you got to be ready. Maybe step inside that ring. I mean, for real.
I was very proud of him.
Man, I didn't know I was this good. No, seriously, I didn't know it was this good that I'm sitting there causing you this much stress, Jason. I mean, ever since I beat you, you started doing this whole 10-minute invitational crap. Like, you know what? I got an idea. Next week, do your 10-minute invitational again. Do you know potential invitational again? And if you're a man, you'll let me pick your opponent for next week. You got me. We'll see what type of man, we'll see what type of competitor you really are. I'll see you next week. Well, wow. Okay.
That's a completely different ball game now.
Oh yeah, I mean, forget Jason Wells picking his opponent. Now you got an A2J who's picking his opponent. Those two know each other so well, but either way, right? We're about to get set with Brandon Shorn taking on Jay Morgan. Those were the finals in the 8-man Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago.
Thought to be very interesting. 2 athletic competitors. And Jay Morgan has definitely been showing his face a whole lot on NXTV, and that's how I've gotten to know him.
Break it down. Let the viewers know what's been going on.
Well, I can tell you one thing, that he seems to be quite the Mac Daddy-o when it comes to Johnny Money's valet, Raylan, because just this past week, he was seen leaving with her after the show.
Wow.
And there's more to be spoken about that in the next weeks to come. But there he is.
But,
you know, outside of that, he's got also great athletic ability inside the ring. That can't be counted out.
Definitely. Morgan's the guy that's been able to take a licking and keep on ticking. But you know, yeah, whenever him and Johnny Money went face to face a couple of weeks ago, they were kind of shooting some verbal bars. And one of the things that Johnny Money said was that Morgan has not been able to get the job done when everything counted. He's not been able to get the job done when everything is on the line here. And personally, I mean, he's kind of right. I mean, it's crazy as it sounds. He's actually kind of right on that.
Well, Johnny Money is one to talk, J&W.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Johnny Money hasn't really been able to pick up a win himself ever since losing an All American Championship. I mean, he hasn't been able to pick up a win. He's losing his girl. Apparently lost his girl, but whatever.
That is what the rumor is.
And I guess, well, and I guess I didn't do them before. Oh, God, what a super kick. I didn't do them before, but allow me this time to welcome everyone here to this episode of AOA. I'm happy to have Gorgon from NXTV with me here. And either way, if you can, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell icon, that way you don't miss another AOA upload. And check out XTV World, which will be left with their most recent episode down there in the description box below. And good God, what a clothesline.
Where you are a big part of, J&W.
I actually did lend my voice over there. Morgan right now is on a roll, but the referee kind of holding him back. I guess probably allowing Storm to change. They're trying to get back in the ring with guys.
Let's see if Jay Morgan can pick up the win here and pick up on some momentum. Johnny Money was not able to in his matchup last week up against Manuel. He actually lost. And what does that do for the psyche of Jay Money going into the Worlds Collides event, as we just found out that he and Jay Morgan will be facing each other one-on-one?
I think this is definitely something that could definitely play into the psyche of both men. I mean, because you have someone like oh man, what a full else to slam. But you have someone like Money, you have people like Morgan that, yeah, both of them to a certain extent are kind of on a downward spiral. And Morgan is able to stay alive in this matchup so far. But both of these guys have kind of been on a downward spiral. Morgan not really able to win the big one, and Money was not being able to win period. Oh!
Absolutely stacking up a huge rack of losses. What's this move? Wow. Oh my! God. Very clever move.
Ooh.
Oh!
Speaking of loss, they almost lost one right there.
Exactly. That was a very interesting maneuver there.
Speaking of interesting, oh, they missed the axe handle. There we go. Looks like going for a suplex, just countered, and great misses there.
It would have been a great maneuver if he was able to connect. Good Storm. Nice German. Now we're racking up a head of steam up against Jay Morgan. I'm loving this.
Not a bad idea. Oh, wow. Not a bad idea. I mean, Brandon Storm, he is the current number one contender for the AOA United States Championship. So you bet money. Ooh.
Oh.
No pun intended. You bet money that Johnny Money is watching, but also Johnny Rivers is watching. I'm thinking Brandon Storm. Oh, DDT though.
That's a great crop of names that you just mentioned there.
The Storm? No. I guess what are your thoughts on this whole situation that's been going down with Money and Morgan over the past couple of weeks?
Well, it's very interesting that, between AOA, as we see a cover there and a kick out, AOA and NXTV just has some of the finest competition around. And, the fact that the AOA and NXTV guys have come across each other and met face to face and have had this much intensity amongst each other has just baffled me.
I mean, yeah.
I thought that would be more friendly, competition than, the jousting and the underhanded words that have been said to one another. But, there's been a whole lot of stiff blows, especially this Jay Morgan and Johnny Money situation. I mean, when you're talking about taking somebody's girlfriend, that's cutting pretty deep.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely cutting pretty deep. That's like probably the intent in Brandon Frost skull after getting hit with that DDT. But, I mean, yeah, that's definitely cutting pretty deep. But then also you got the stuff with Wolfpack who's going to be in action later tonight. But you got the stuff that him and they said was David Bebo and Sketchy, of course, good guys. NWN been making both lives miserable. But here we go. Money may pick up a win. Morgan may pick up a win here. But, not yet.
Therefore, back and forth contest we have here. And I would say that this is our first real matchup because the first matchup was so quick that we could not even call it a match.
Yeah, good point. That's a very good point. Oh, wow.
Oh, my. Our first competitive match. 2. Oh, my.
Wow. Yeah, this is the first real contested match we're going to do. Yeah, I mean, these two were the final. It made it down to the final 2 in the Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago. That's why we're kind of having this match right now. But with Storm, thinking about
I'm thinking.
The change of mind, should have went with something as he gets caught with a huge uppercut.
Morgan may have been a little bit too far.
Right. And the thing that I like about Morgan is that, like, yeah, he got his flashing moves, and that's the cashing out. There we go. Here we go. Here's a cover. 2. Ooh. Morgan calls that the cashing out, but wasn't able to cash in on the victory right there. And Morgan is.
And now Jay Morgan going to the fans instead of capitalizing. That may be to his detriment.
Definitely. I mean that, like, with someone like Brandon Storm, you really don't want to. I mean, Brandon Storm is the former NBW Intercontinental Champion. The last time he won before he decided to come back here to AOA. But either way, like this may. Ooh! Eye of the Storm. Here's the cover. 2.
Oh my, look at that.
Wow. And both men exchange the biggest blow. Now Storm making the same mistake as Morgan there. As Morgan starting to fight.
Morgan. Head of steam. Oh, check this out. Over the top. Morgan back up on his feet, and Brandon Storm doesn't realize it.
And oh my God, the very least.
Oh my. Beautiful reversal. A 2 and a 3 count. And what a surprise victory for Brandon Storm.
I mean, Brandon Storm butting that thing out of nowhere. The thing about some AOA superstars, they got moves that just come out of nowhere. And that was a good example right there. Brandon Storm catching Morgan into the eye of the storm. That was impressive, and congratulations to Brandon Storm for that one. As we move on, as we mentioned Wolfpack earlier, they're actually about to compete right now against a familiar Howl.
A very familiar Howl, and I remember King Kong having a bit of a problem with that signature wolf howl.
To that, I say this. Dude, it's the theme song. You got more on your plate to worry about than somebody using a theme song. You're the NXTV Heavyweight Champion. You have this huge match at World Collide coming in just a couple of nights. You didn't get your mind on the right thing, man. I'm just saying.
King Kong has been known to be very petty about things like that. He has a history of that.
Quite. I know 2 guys that definitely got their head on straight, and that's AOA Tag Team Champion Wolfpack, and also their opponents in Sketch and David B-Boy. Rich Airways.
B-Boy and Sketch are a tremendous team in NXTV, but over here in AOA, a lot of people have become fans in the recent week of Wolfpack, and especially after seeing them on NXTV television, where they, seem to have one-upped David B-Boy and Sketch, and even over here on AOA programming, they have been looking very strong over the past few weeks in tag team action.
Yeah, they've been a really mainstay in AOA since day one, but speaking of a team that honestly definitely got some impact behind them, here comes Jack and Ryan Stevens, known as Weapon of Mass Destruction. And look at this spike! Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Taking out Jack, and just for everybody at home, Ryan's the one in the red, Jack is the one in the black. So there you go. Ryan got the red trunks on. Ooh! Wow.
Oh!
Jack got the.
Yeah, Seth Burns coming off the top.
So he didn't connect all of it. It's obvious that he didn't connect all of it. He's still feeling it. And Ryan is taking control. And just a fun fact, I mean, it was this team that when they debuted against Wolfpack, and they've just dominated these guys like we have never seen them get dominated before. And I think, at least so far with this match, it looks to be the case again if Ryan and Spike get in the ring, the match is officially underway.
There's the bell. We have Alexander Spike up against Ryan here. Oh my goodness. And look at the size of these men.
I mean, these guys are some huge dudes, man. Like, they got some huge, they definitely got some strength and power behind them right there. Oh my God, that's how you bust a couple of ribs. And man, this is
Alexander Spike is very tough.
Indeed, I mean, we've seen Wolfpack take a licking and keep on ticking there. All right. Ooh, you gonna cave in the chest and the rib though. Spike, Lord.
To the buckle. Look at Big Jack flying through the air. These guys almost remind me of Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Hare from years past. Two big men who are able to just fly through the air. Standing in about 6'5", 6'6", maybe even 6'7", and move around like a crazy waiter. Look at that. Let's not forget about the power displayed there by Jack. That's what you're thinking here.
Yeah, definitely hard for you to forget about it when it's like always right up there in your face and
there goes Seth Burns.
I mean, I guess
bodies flying everywhere.
I gotta ask, was that really a smart idea for Burn to at least to do that to Jack at this point in time?
Jack is full of adrenaline right now.
Chuck Burn to the steps, and Spike has not really been the same. he needed a go.
Oh. Nasty blow. And Jack is on a mean streak right now.
Mean streak. Spike is just laid completely out. Now the referee is just trying to hold Jack off, like roll, at least let the dude get back in the ring. Spike is just literally.
Spike is in desperate need of a tag. Definitely. When he gets in, he needs to be able to make a tag, but Jack probably wants to prevent him from that. Look at this, bounces off the rope, super kick. Wait to change the tide of a matchup.
Definitely. I mean, it's that type of quickness that these guys have. Oh, it looks like he's trying to get a forward C and misses the drop kick again. This time he gets it.
Well, it's just like we mentioned before. You cannot count out Alexander Spike. Because he uses his size advantage to run over cross-body. And there's the tag. It's like a human game of chess here.
Definitely. I think the interesting thing about this team is that they hung in there with, you know, some big dudes, and here we go. Here's the cover. 2. Oh wow! Someone had it right there. They even hung in there.
He's going to have to do a lot more work.
Definitely. Yes. I like how they use the quickness to kind of keep the big man down here.
And there's another super kick.
With a Spike, never mind. Oh!
Oh! Beautiful camera work there. And in comes Ryan.
He ain't getting nowhere with a nice clothesline taking him down.
Took Alexander Spike's head off with the clothesline. Kick to the midsection, and now look at this. Sets him up for a powerbomb.
Oh!
Oh! He's of Mike Awesome. Rest in peace.
Is it safe to say that Spike and Burn aren't going to be at 100% going into the World Collide against British Airways? Is that safe to say?
Absolutely.
They're going to beat him like this. And Spike is just crawling at this
crawling.
Point. And here comes that Burn.
Tag made. Oh. But Seth Burns can feel it as well. And Jack is on a roll.
We can just shut down and then return to that full Nelson.
Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I've seen Spike and Burns this dominated in a matchup.
Sure, I mean, Spike and Burns, like I said, they hung in there with, you know, with Team Wicked and the Asian Persuasion, and they even ran the gauntlet at the next level, and it was this team right here that actually eliminated them in the first place.
Could it be the WMD curse for Seth and Spike?
Probably. I mean, this is one thing that's been pushing them to their limits. I mean, so far. I mean, Spike and Burns did win against them the first time, but man, they took a beating before they You know, they finally got the win, and right now, we just all the same, bro. And Ryan is just twisting and cranking the neck of Seth Burns.
Even feeling at home, you can relate to the pain of somebody just pulling on your head that way and cranking on your neck.
And that's the one feeling I wouldn't want to have. I don't know about you, but that's the one feeling I wouldn't want to have. I wouldn't want this feeling right here. Firing back up and getting back into the action. Nice net break.
That's back into things. Let's see if he can capitalize.
He's doing a good job right here.
Snap there. Look at this. Oh.
That's how you rock someone's skull. That's how you rock and rattle someone's skull. Now, if I was Seth Burns, I would try to end this thing, get this thing over with. Get the Worlds Collide at least 75% after. Oh.
Oh.
Never mind.
Ran through like a truck.
Straight losing. Oh, wait a minute. You see them use put them over in the arsenal.
Nicely done.
619, he got it. A splash right there. We've seen Seth Burns starting to use that in his arsenal more often. Is he going to get the win here? And look at Jack right there.
Here comes Big Jack.
Jack wasn't even hesitating about getting inside that ring there. Just busted open. Ooh.
Nice spinning heel kick. I think that Seth Burns is cut above his eye. Too short. Ryan's still dazed.
He is kind of blocking the pass of Burn here. Inadvertently or not, but he's still blocking his pass, and Burn wasn't really able to get the tag.
That tag is exactly what he needed, and now look at this.
Oh.
Ryan revived in a gut-wrench suplex. Takes Seth Burns out of the game, just driving the wind out of his body, and now back to cranking on the neck. But now he changes his mind.
I see.
Oh, look at this, Burns.
You made the
Burns
tag.
got out of that situation.
You made the tag.
And that could have been a slip-up.
True. I'm sitting there wondering, like, I mean, what is probably the mindset of sketching B-boys? They're probably watching this somewhere. Oh my.
Oh, wow.
They're probably the mindset of sketching David B-boys if match goes on. They were watching this match from somewhere.
You would have to imagine so. Seth Burns is outside the ring, and you would have to feel like they may be feeling pretty confident, seeing as Jack and Ryan, WMD, are really softening up Spike and Burns here.
Wait, what in the world
look at this.
Two big men do?
Oh my God! That is a lot of impact coming down on poor Alexander Spike.
Without question.
Two, this is over. And the WMD curse continues for Spike and Burns.
Oh my gosh, like, yeah, I mean, you're correct on that. But I know how you were talking about earlier, how, like, the pain of someone twisting and cranking on your neck. Just imagine two guys close to 400 pounds just landing on your torso and your ribs.
Exactly. That was a nice move by Burns there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Jack and Ryan Stevens, they get the win. WMD are victorious here. Who's to say this doesn't put them in the tag team title match somewhere
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
God, I mean, tag team, take notes. With the Cycle, that debut next week, take notes, because, good God, these two right here, they're going to be something to deal with.
The dawning of a new era is upon us. The time is slowly ticking away. And so far, no one's eye has been opened. No one's eye has been open to the harsh reality of what life really is. No one's eye has been opened to the true nature. No one has realized that soon all of us will fade away. No one has realized through our word of wisdom that everyone else has not lived up nowhere close to their full potential. That no one else has accepted as fate that we walk in gray. Well, if these words of wisdom haven't gotten to you, then maybe, just maybe, I feel some people will need a physical demonstration. Some people, they aren't auditory learners. They learn by action. And from what we've seen, no one has picked up on the lesson yet, auditorily. So, they're gonna pick up on the lesson from a hands-on experience. But soon, and very soon, because every day is a day of gray, until we all fade away.
You know,
Suddenly I'm depressed.
see? Okay. The Twisted Cycles come next week. But what? Oh gosh, these three. They're gonna be a weird bunch to have around here. I mean, I know Carol and Amber are gonna be competing there, but competing over at NXTV. But good Lord. Oh man, Twisted Cycles debut next week. But for right now, it's about that time for the women's ladder match, with the women's tables ladder and chair match. My bad. For the AOA Women's Championship.
It's going to be very exciting. It's been a long time coming that Lita has deserved to have the opportunity at the Women's Championship, and what a big opportunity this is.
I mean, and especially this is kind of in her wheelhouse back here. I mean, it's tables, ladders, and chairs, man. I mean, she's associated herself with guys who know what they're doing with tables, ladders, and chairs than the Hardy Boys, for instance.
That's a great point. And here comes Angelina Spears. Talk about dark.
I'm talking about bizarre
and
world.
Creepy.
I mean, I can see. I mean, True has a crush on her. But why though? Like, it's a question. Like, I mean, this chick is just like every bit of bizarre that we've ever seen here in AOA.
Well, as they say, J&W, there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, there's somebody for everybody, but I mean,
even Angelina.
If there is somebody for everybody, can those two people just go somewhere else? Because this is just beyond strange. But even with things being strange, you can't deny that she's been absolutely dominant. She's been absolutely just dominant as women's champion so far.
She brings a very intimidating presence to ringside. And even before the bell rings, you have to think that she has gotten into the mind of her opponent as she sports a different look this week.
Definitely. Speaking of getting in the mind of her opponent, let's talk about Jackie Briggs. I mean, lost 4 straight to Rayla, and now have to combat this. Well, this being Angelina. The matchup is underway, but Lita is getting off to a hot start in the early going.
Bum rushes Angelina. Look at this. Throw it to the outside of the ring already.
She's about to get hot.
Lita is on fire.
She's about to She
looks like she's gonna fly. She hurt herself once before.
Oh,
my God, doing that very move.
Forward.
And I guess that she learned from her mistake because she connected like a missile just then.
And she put a little bit of pepper or step early, and wants to probably
straight form.
And I guess what is the strategy for Angelina? As this is like her first time in a match of this caliber against someone that got at least some sort of experience in this match in Lita. Oh my God!
Oh!
These talk off
moonsault. And you were asking earlier about Jackie Briggs, and what I thought about her chances against Angelina at this point after losing that best of 7 series, 4 matches back to back. Well, I mean, looking at this matchup with Lita, it's a lot like our last contest where it seems like the opponent is being warmed up and primed for Worlds Collide, and it looks like Angelina at this point is going to be fed to Jackie, but you just never know.
I gotta commend the Ice. For putting the matches together, but like so soon, so soon, close to like a huge pay-per-view like World Collide. You expect everyone to get rated up and be prepared and physically and mentally. And I guess this is definitely gonna help with the physicality aspect of it. But
series of European uppercuts. Watch this. Payback. Oh my goodness! Lita ducked out of the way.
Well, she hit her head off
and
here.
Angelina back.
Oh.
Followed up with a neck breaker. Lita is on fire, JW.
Without question. Lita is definitely starting this matchup from kind of going from 0 to 100 here. And Lita kind of been doing a little bit of housekeeping here in the early going. Trying to just set things up. I'm gonna go and set that ladder up. Not a bad idea. But Angelina's right there. Lita tried to climb and failed. Climbs to the top of the ladder.
I just hit with a whole table.
Good. Well, yeah, there's nothing they got to feel good about getting hit with a whole with a table.
Exactly.
Oh,
a picnic table. Repeatedly smashed across your body, and now look at this, Angelina picking up where she left off. Just breaking down Lita.
What you got to do in this match? You got to break your opponent down. You got to use those 3 weapons, tables, ladders, chairs, and anything else you can think of. A nice moonsault again.
Beautiful form on that moonsault off the top rope. That's exactly what you're going to have to do in a matchup like this, and that was not a good time to try to go for the prize up top as Lita pulls her down there.
Right. You got to kind of show a little bit of inexperience that Angelina had in this type of matchup.
That's a great point.
Lita, I think she obviously kind of knows that this isn't really, at least right now, Angelina's not really going to be, I guess, worn out to the point where you can climb the ladder and get the, oh, gosh. I'm going to be able to climb the ladder and get the title at least right now, anyway.
I'm curious what you know about Angelina J&W. She's such a mysterious woman. Where is she from?
Oh, gosh. Angelina, if I'm correct, she's from Limbo? Like, I got no earthly idea where Limbo is. If I'm correct, she's from...
Never heard of such a place.
Me neither. I kind of come close to it. I get nervous when I talk to her, okay? I'm sorry, no. I'm not getting kicked. Drew got kicked. I'm not getting kicked.
Enough said as Lita brings in another ladder.
Like we really need it. Oh, I think this is going to backfire. Oh! Ooh. Kind of backfire for Angelina.
Just did.
This is going to backfire for Angelina. Her back kind of hit the ladder, but yeah, that also kind of left Lita wide open, so I can see why he's going to backfire on her too.
Ladder being set up here. Angelina runs up.
Oh,
and runs back down.
Well, she saw Lita getting
Angelina's still very sprung.
Yeah.
I was saying that Angelina is still very spry in this matchup. Even after the damage that she's taken, she's still able to be very nimble up that ladder.
And I think that's the, I don't know, that's one thing that's always been, you know, I guess kind of interesting to me. Like, is that, there's some people here who can take a lot of damage, take everything, and is still able to, you know, to move quickly. I guess it really kind of shows toughness, shows resilience. But either way,
absolutely, that's one thing that stands out about the AOA stars, their endurance. There's no more weapons behind that door.
I don't know what Angelina's thinking there. Wait a minute, here we go. Now she's going to go ahead and climb.
Now she's going for the left. Oh no, this could be bad. Lita.
I don't think there's only one way to go with that down, but I think Lita's going to. Oh! God. I think Lita was going to help her make sure she stays, you know, down, really.
Yes, she did. That was tremendous distance by Lita. Now look at this, Lita running up. And now this is the point in the matchup.
Now, but these ladies. Look at this. Angelina is right back up. And as you said, what in the world is... Ooh. We're fighting on top of this ladder here.
This is going to be very bad for somebody, or maybe both of them.
Exactly. Oh, God. Wait a minute. Oh! Yeah, breaking from the
and
top.
It's just as we said, both of them.
Both of them went down. Who are going to allow me to introduce you to something called commentator's curse. That was a perfect example of it right there.
I see.
God. Right here in New York.
We're just calling it the way we see it. There's only 3 ways that could have went.
Yeah. 1, 2, or more. Angelina's climbing the ladder here. We're gonna hopefully unhook this championship. I don't know why I want to say briefcase on it. Here we go. Now Lita's getting.
She's taking a very long time up there.
Definitely, I think it's looking
and Lita.
Too long. Lita's right
oh no!
Back up.
Pushes the ladder.
This is not a good place to be.
And now Angelina finds herself in this situation again. Oh my gosh!
Ow! Gosh,
that is a long fall.
You know your body ain't gonna recover from that and down. What in the world is Lita thinking about here?
More weapons.
What in the world, though?
Oh my gosh!
That's a huge ladder. That is a
huge
ladder. Oh!
And it's been placed from the apron to the guardrail there.
Can you just imagine how big that ladder is in height, though? What in the world is Lita thinking of?
What is a ladder that size doing under the ring?
Why are they not using it as a weapon?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. I'm a rupture in the
terrible landing. There's no possible way. There's no possible way for you to land pleasantly there. Now look at Lita.
Speaking of landing.
Oh my gosh, this is insane.
No freaking way.
Oh, Lita. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Lita,
that patented leg drop.
She just threw caution in the wind right there. Oh my god.
Completely fearless. Both women down. Look at Lita back up and Angelina. She is dead weight. It's Angelina, and now look at Lita.
I mean, she got a little
where has this come from Lita?
I mean, the fishing bee streak. I mean, it started a couple of weeks ago with Angelina and Lita going one-on-one, in which Lita was able to get a some people would say a fluke victory over Angelina, but Angelina just turned and snapped on her, and well, she said payback was going to be exactly what she is, and then insert the term of a female dog here. But
wow,
it kind of led to this matchup between these two.
Oh, look at that.
Boy.
Now Lita feeling it, being pushed off the ladder, thrown to the outside.
This is mine.
Oh my. Lita could be right in position.
Check it out!
Oh my gosh! Beautiful double axe handle. And it looks like she's getting used to this TLC concept.
I mean, definitely. I mean, she did put Lita to her table a couple weeks ago, so that kind of helped her out with the table piece. Doesn't really take much to swing to beat someone senseless with a chair, and yeah, she's adapted. Oh gosh. And I think
very innovative use of the ladder here.
Definitely. I think these two ladies just throw all manner of caution to the wind. Oh, wait a minute, now they got something planned again. Oh!
Oh!
Ow.
I thought she was going to hit her with that.
Well, it kind of landed on the arm, it looked like. Wait a minute. Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Wow. I mean, I think that's the thing about Angelina, though. I mean, it's funny that it's great that you bring up the fact, her, adaptive ability, because that's the one thing I noticed Angelina been able to do is just adapt. Oh, good Lord. Adapt to the situation that she's thrown in. Adapt to her opponents. I mean, this is not her first time. This is not her first rodeo with Lita. Even before Breaking Battlers, when Lita was aligned with Trish, they went at it before. Just this time, just on a bigger scale.
That's bound to happen. I mean, there's only so many women wandering around the women's locker room, and so you're bound to, come across that same nemesis more than once or twice.
Good question. Maybe right now I got a table set up, so it's kind of bait Angelina, and that kind of backfired a bit. I think. In the world.
Lita dazed here. What's this?
I think that baiting kind of backfired.
Oh!
These two are killing each other. I'm loving it.
Yes, they
And these two
are.
are killing each other. Ooh.
Main event quality contest we're having here on AOA between these two ladies.
Without question. We still got Tyrone. This is the first of 3 championship matches. We also have Tyrone Andre set to take on Dwayne Frost. Oh, wait a minute. Oh
no.
Oh!
Oh my God!
They just playing at each other. The two announcers.
This is not awesome. This is deadly.
Oh, Corgan, I mean, relax, breathe, man. I mean, yes, this
Someone needs to check on Lita.
Someone needs to get some help. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of recording. Someone needs to get some help out of here. But Angelina able to get back up to her feet quickly and still trying to unhook this championship. I don't see what's the issue. But Lita is somehow.
Oh my God!
Making her way back to her feet, dude.
I can't believe it.
I don't think these two can take anything more than this. This is insane. And Lita is back
fighting. I have never seen Lita this determined.
I mean, hey, that's what a
and she is back on her feet. She's grabbed a steel chair and chopping down Angelina.
That's what a championship would do to you. As far as Lita being determined, I mean. This is someone that's running on adrenaline, that's running on anger from being attacked a couple of weeks ago, unsportsmanlike. But either way, oh come on, Lita,
don't tell me.
Oh my, good Lord! Oh.
A moonsault off the top of the ladder connects.
Are they done?
This has to be a match of the year candidate.
What more can these two women do to each other? And now just setting her on the apron. I mean, I think Angelina probably dazed to the point.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are we going to have a new champion here?
Probably.
Angelina off the top.
Oh my God.
Oh, Lita still.
Lita's hanging on there live here. This. Gordon has been absolutely nuts. Oh my God, what a powerbomb.
Powerbomb by Angelina onto Lita.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what in the world these two are going to do to each other.
And match was so close to being over just then.
Yeah, close to being over.
Both of these ladies have pulled out all the stops thus far.
Yeah, I mean, they've gone through announce tables, they've knocked each other off ladders, through ladders, they've done it all.
I can honestly say I've never seen anything like that in my life, seeing both announce tables simultaneously being broken. That is just insane.
Oh my goodness, and now look at this, the sister's kiss right out here on the floor. Oh my goodness. I mean, these two are just, I gotta say, they're raising the bar right here. They are really, you know, just raising the bar as far as what, you know, as far as, you know, just what can be done right here.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Into the corner. I know.
Oh,
this
God.
could be.
Oh!
Oh, my gosh!
Just kicking her head. Where gets that ring pole?
Lita is definitely going to need medical attention after this matchup.
Both
after
of them
the
are.
punishment that she has taken.
Now Angelina gonna send Lita back on the inside of the ring and grab a ladder now. What in the world? Oh God, we already seen enough done with the ladder. Oh, okay. Whew.
Well, maybe she's just going to climb it.
Send it up at least. What is she doing now? Gonna send her up to the oh wait a minute.
Oh no, look at this.
Oh my God!
A DDT onto the apron.
Yo, she gonna need some help out here.
She is. All those headshots are just
Still nimble.
so deadly.
Still nimble.
And look at
Maybe up
this.
the ladder. And I think
Lita crawling on her knees outside the ring.
Yeah, I think this match is over though. Wow.
And Angelina is able to get it. Still, the AOA Women's Champion after a hellacious battle. Look at that.
These two put each other through anything. Check this out. These two just
Oh
put
my
each other
gosh.
through anything possible to walk
Look at this
out of
moonsault. This definitely has to go down, JW, as one of the all-time great classic matches in AOA.
You're gonna remember where you were for this one. Angelina pulling out the victory. And man, you can't deny there was a fight. There was a straight up fight now. And wait, and Morgan, that's Johnny Money. Morgan. What's good, man? Been a minute since you and I have seen face to face, eye to eye. Oh! Oh! Especially since you've been hitting on my girl. Oh my gosh! I gotta ask you a couple of questions real quick, Jay. What does she see in you? Huh? What does she see in you? What exactly does she see in you that she, for some strange reason, didn't see in me? Huh? What did she see? Oh, what she saw in me? Easy. She saw someone that cared about her, someone that obviously, you know, looks out after her, someone that actually supports her. I mean, when was the last time you actually accompanied her down the ringside? I mean, yeah, she accompanied you, but when was the last time you accompanied her? Yeah, the reason I never accompanied Raylan on her is because I know she got this thing, okay? I know that Raylan is the type of girl that got it in the back. She can hold her own inside that ring. But you probably never really went down there with her. I went down there with her a couple of times, yes. But that's why I never really went down there. Because I know she can hold her own. In fact, she proved it this past week by beating Jackie 4 straight. So I know she can hold her own. Okay. Then what did that really say about... then what did that say about you, Mr. Can't Win a Match? Despite being teamed with everybody else? Despite the people around you sitting there trying to motivate you and do stuff to get you on the right track, you can't get nothing right. I mean, good grief. After you lost that All American Championship, things went take a downhill spiral for you, man. You're right. You're right. I'll give you that. But at least I can say one thing that you can't say. A, at least I had a girl in the first place. B, at least I won a championship in the first place. And after work a lot on Sunday, I can say that I beat you. And I'm going to do just that. Now, if you and Raylan wind up getting together and staying together and doing all that and hooking up, being boyfriend and girlfriend and stuff, that's great. That's great. I'm happy for the both of you. But just so you know, Morgan, you will never measure up to be half the man that I am. Oh, really? I will never measure up to be half the man that you are. Well, becoming half the man that you are, meaning losing a championship and losing his girl and going to be losing a match on Sunday and not being able to win a match straight. Plus, apparently, word was going around that if you couldn't beat Manuel, you couldn't beat anybody. Now, I personally don't think that's a fair statement, but that may be true. Maybe you can't beat anyone, Johnny. Maybe you can't. I know one thing. I can beat you, though. See you at Worlds Collide, Morgan. Wow. Okay. All right, so...
Wow.
Johnny Money...
Lots of things being said there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said it, man. Like, hey, like, he had won a championship. Morgan hasn't. He had a girl. Morgan hasn't. So, I mean...
Wow. But Morgan's saying that, you know, Johnny Money not able to beat anyone, and that's one thing that Johnny Money has not been able to come back against, because the truth is that he has not beat anyone.
No, we haven't. I mean, we really haven't. It's a shame. Who knows? Work a lot, maybe a huge turnaround. Work a lot, maybe a huge turnaround for some money there. Speaking of a turnaround, I'm pretty sure Tyrone Andre is looking to give his career a turnaround in his rematch. Dwayne Frost, and by the way, in all parties are banned from ringside. That's why you don't see Tyrone coming out here with Cameron.
Oh, yes.
So Dwayne Frost is going to be coming out here alone as well. These two big bulls are going to go at it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Well, that's the difference between this matchup and the matchup that took place at NXTV Live in Orlando, is that, you know, Coleman did come out with Tyrone Andre, and the NWN did accompany Dwayne Frost.
Good point. Definitely a good point right there. You see Dwayne Frost NXTV All American Championship. I do not get this confused. This is not an AOA championship. This is not an official AOA championship.
But it is on the line here on AOA programming.
We're making a lot of history. A lot of history being made. You got NXTV guys, you got AOA guys holding NXTV championships, NXTV championship being dependent on AOA turf. And then now you got the new World Collide thing coming up.
Lots of history has been made over the past several months when it applies to NXTV and AOA.
Focus, primed and ready to rock and roll. Ready to get this thing going, ready to put an All American Championship on the line right here against Tyrone Andre from the great crowd of New York. All we got is also in the back part of the line, at least for right now, is that huge 8-man tag team matchup. Him, King Kong, Nate Shield, and Monk, they're all representing the New World Nation to take on the team of Big Trap, which is, of course, Big Trap, Karen, Destiny, and Dave. That's going to be
ginormous lady.
So he's ready to rock and roll. Everybody's ready to go here. This should be exciting.
Well, if the last match was any indication of what we can expect, yes, it will be.
It's sure gonna be three things. Gonna be physicality, gonna be brutality, and there's gonna be hard, straight up hard hitting. The Tyrone Andre is set. Obviously, got his eyes locked on. He's ready to go. He obviously got his game face on right here tonight. And Tyrone Andre, he has a match, at Worlds Collide as well against Austin Wallace.
Will he go into that matchup as the All American champion? As we know, Austin Wallace will be going in as the All-Star champion.
Good point. Good gosh, much of that. Now, the sad thing for me is I'm kind of in a position where I have to cheer Austin Wallace. I kind of am because yes, I know the commentator is supposed to be impartial or whatever, but backwater reminds we're kind of low key open for for a particular company to go. Yeah, I kind of hate being in this position where I have to feel somewhat obligated to root for Austin Wallace. Anyways, that's hold on. Anyway, there we go. Matchups underway. All American.
I completely understand your conflict. Yeah. Having to cheer for guys who you otherwise would show tremendous disdain for. Look at these two men, sort of having a war of words between each other just now.
I think that war is turning to a war of fists and blows here. These two guys are really going at it here. Oh my
goodness.
Boot there. Tyrone. And then Frost can give a big blow back, and they did it right there. Taking out Tyrone.
Dwayne Frost earning the opportunity to fight up against Tyrone Andre on a NXTV episode where he defeated Tyrone Andre and earned that shot at the All American Championship.
Definitely.
And then he won that championship at NXTV Live in Orlando and has been holding it down since. And then a couple of weeks ago, right here on AOA television, he called out Tyrone Andre for this matchup. And here we're having it here, and Tyrone Andre having the upper hand at the present moment.
He did. I was saying, something I said last week about Dwayne Frost as he was victorious against Mac Wolf. Ever since he joined up with the new World Nation, it's safe to say Frost has kind of had a new leash on life, really. I mean, he's been more, more aggressive, more cocky. I mean, since he kind of calls himself Big Papa Frost, Big Bad Booty Daddy, and has all the freaks and whatnot. So safe to say, joining up with the new World Nation has done well for him, and almost got a win right there.
Well, you have to go back to the promo that he cut the night after breaking at the Onslaught, I believe it was.
It was at Onslaught. It was at the Onslaught pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was the night after the Dallas event that we had, and then Onslaught came next, and it was at that show that Dwayne Frost was unleashing his frustrations verbally, and he was saying that that's the reason why he accepted the call from the NWA, because things weren't quite going his way, and as much as it troubles me to admit, that was a tremendous move, and look at him showing off his power there.
Continue.
But a lot of people in the NWN, including Frost, have benefited from being with the NWN since joining.
Sure, much as we like it or not, I mean, they definitely help those members out in great ways. And these two guys probably want to get back in the ring. We're at a kind of 8. We're at a kind of 9. And Frost hastily getting back in the ring here.
Cutting it very close just then.
That was too close. I mean,
lots of strength.
Oh,
look at that.
Straight up slap though. I was saying, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. I mean, Rob probably wouldn't really mind. I mean, because it is. He is the champion, so he doesn't have champion's advantage. But I at least admire Frost and the fact that he didn't want to get it that way.
That is a good point. Unlike King Kong from last week, and look at this. Dave could have came here this week as the NXTV heavyweight champion, as he's going to be going up against Monster in the main event here tonight.
Now the thing that I'm kind of curious about is that with Worlds Collide coming up, and knowing that you most likely have all parties in attendance here. Nice slam by Tyrone Andre. Kick out. I'm saying most likely gonna have all parties in attendance, man. Knowing what happens when all of these guys get in one building. Crazy things happen, things get nuts. Oh wow, DDT.
Yeah, I've seen this take place before.
We've also seen Frost go for this move before. Check it out, the spear. Oh
my! But it was turned into the DDT by Tyrone. Tyrone always thinking on his feet. Look for that spinning backhand, got reversed. And look at this.
Oh! Modified backstabber right there, straight into the cover. Here we may have it. Oh. I guess tell us a little bit about Tyrone Andre here. I think this match continues between him and Frost.
Well, Tyrone Andre, a man of very few words. As you know, you notice that he comes out with Carmen most of the time. She does most of the talking for him. But one of the things that we've noticed as Tyrone gets dumped over, look at Frost here.
Oh
my gosh, what a spear! Almost rolled up the aisleway just then.
It was like a freaking freight train at him, man.
That was absolutely tremendous for the size of Dwayne Frost.
Indeed.
Able to execute that move, and he has been so impressive.
Continue with what you're saying though about Tyrone Andre.
Well, Tyrone trained at the School of Hard Knocks. He's a legit shooter. No nonsense in the ring. You know, he's just all fist and kicks. And, you know, he just keeps it very simple, not very flashy. He's a very, very straightforward individual.
Man, definitely been paying off for him. He's been a former All American champion before he went to Dwayne Frost. He's the champion on his back, but really on his back right now. Hold on. Oh, kick it. Don't call.
He could be a two-time All American champion after this.
Two big boys are really going at it here, throwing everything. Frost not really lacking in the striking department either. But good job by Tyrone.
Dwayne Frost has definitely impressed me ever since I first laid eyes on him. Oh my goodness, that was a great move just then. And in fact, it was a couple of weeks back on NXTV television, a match that was taped but not added to the show was Big Papa Frost in action up against Ty Dillinger. Look at this. Tyrone Andre goes for the pin, but the referee has been taken out.
I mean, come on, this technically would have been a 3 count right here.
You have to believe so. As Frost remained down, and now look at this. But I was mentioning that it's moves like this by Dwayne Frost that are just so impressive. He's got a tremendous arsenal of maneuvers.
Looking to put him away.
And look at this. So many near falls in this matchup.
At least you guys know
once again.
Big two big like bulls and super powerhouses going at it. You can expect nothing but just chaos, carnage, whatever. Scout High taking them down. There's going to put a lot of people away with it. Shitting gets all over the stuff.
How did he kick out of that?
I got no earthly idea. Wait a minute, look at Frost.
What is Frost doing? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me he's going to rely on the cheating ways of the NWN as now he's sort of harassing the official. And Tyrone Andre comes from behind while Frost was preoccupied.
This is why you focus on your opponent. Stuff like that. I mean, you don't waste your time, especially with someone like Tyrone Andre in the ring. He came close on a couple of occasions to being the NXTV heavyweight champion. Ooh, man. He's back in Andre Classic because correct and all.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no.
What a stiff kick by Dwayne Frost, and now look at this.
Oh, come on now.
Frost using the steel chair.
Oh,
and that's not the first time that that's ever happened. There was a moment where Frost attacked Tyrone with a steel chair before on NXTV television. And once again, a near fall.
I thought that was going to be it. Given previous history with members of the New World Nation doing that kind of tactic, I thought that was going to be it. Oh my God!
Strike out of nowhere.
Back up now. Oh, body drop. That body drop is big, man. Look at it. Oh gosh, you gotta get in there.
Yes, they are.
Repeatedly.
Look at those strikes.
I guess that's the striking game you were talking about earlier. With Tyrone Andre.
Oh my goodness, 15, 16, 17, 18. Strikes in a row.
Combo.
Absolutely.
And you play Street Fighter off the street. Yeah, they're over here on AOA. We make a whole lot of random references.
Oh my goodness. We go by Killer Instinct, then that would be a killer combo.
Good point. We make a whole lot of references there, man. What do you want?
That's what we do here. Look at this now. Tyrone down to a knee.
Ooh.
Oh. Both of these two men, you can see from their strikes that they're tired from the longevity of this contest.
I mean, we really, I mean, these two are just going out. I mean, this is kind of why I think it was a great idea for both parties to be banned from ringside. I mean, that way we can get a matchup like this.
Exactly. No outside interference. This is going to prove who is the better man on this night. As Tyrone goes to the second rope here.
You usually see Tyrone do that.
Oh.
Well, there it does it. Paid off right there.
Sort of a desperation maneuver there. That paid off.
I mean, they throw a lot of things in their arsenal at each other. So how much longer are you willing to go? What else are you willing to throw at your opponent? And Tyrone is just throwing everything and even throwing Frost.
Speaking of throwing, launched all the way to the other side of the ring there.
I don't think I've ever really seen someone throw Frost like that. And here we go. Whoa! Gotta. Oh, wait a minute. Going for it again.
Oh no.
Going for it again. This is gonna be it though. That's the question.
Walks around with Tyrone and oh my gosh.
Man, what a strike.
A Samoan drop.
Two. Oh!
How many near falls has Dwayne Frost had this matchup?
I don't know.
He's got to be frustrated.
You can tell from the look at his face there he is. Wow, what a Frost splash. And you can tell Frost is...
Oh, look at that. Frog splash. And look at this again.
Go for the third
to the top rope.
Trying to break this dude's ribs. Going off here.
It's got to be over 300 pounds, and this could be bad. Oh.
Went in the well.
He waited too long. Oh, my gosh.
Man. Oh.
This strike.
Ooh.
Oh.
Got it.
Connects to the jaw. Tyrone needs to be able to capitalize. Hooks the leg.
All the doctors do that. Here we go. Two.
He
got it.
And three. Tyrone Andre has regained the All American title and will be bringing it back to NXTV.
I mean, I gotta say, well, yes, I mean, Frost was killing. Frost was killing it. But I think to me it was only a matter of time before Tyrone decided, nah, screw this, let's take this belt back home. And he took the belt back home right here tonight. Congratulations.
Yes, he did. What a strike. What a strike. That spinning backhand or spinning back fist is what did it. Caught Frost right on the button.
These two just took everything in the arsenal. They just threw it all at each other here.
There were so many times that I thought it was going to be over for Tyrone Andre.
Pulling out, pressure on, pulling it out right there, and Tyrone Andre is the new NXTV All American champ.
Wow, what a shocker! You actually did it.
Oh, come on.
And what a shocker! The crazy chicken in here, because she's probably off at therapy right now.
And that was hard.
Yeah, that's my guess.
That's a good point.
But either way, you did it. And you may have been able to do it tonight. But just know, Tyrone, at World Collide, you are not going to be able to beat me. Why? Well, plain and simple. I am the best superstar ever. And I'm honestly someone that you have never came across before. So step aside. And
oh my gosh!
You know, NXTV or AOA. NXTV or AOA. I'm glad someone just shut him up. I'm just glad someone just shut this dude up.
And that's why they call him the shooter. Tyrone Andre laying out Austin Wallace.
I mean, Wallace was talking Joe for like weeks now. So, about time, is all I gotta say. And here comes AOA as general manager, commissioner, whatever title you want to give him. Here comes the Isaiah, and this dude is really just, you know, it's been great. You know, the work they've done with right here in AOA, and then of course the work they've done working with Miss Martha before she was on her way out the door. Now the work she's doing with Sarah Williams to get this, you know, make the World Collide thing possible, which is outstanding. So I mean, it's great to see him here, great to see him out here.
It's always very exciting to see the Ice, because you know that, especially when he's coming to the ring, but anytime you see him on AOA television, you know that he's going to drop a bombshell, as right now he's looking full of vigor right now.
Yeah, I mean, what won't you be? I mean, it's a great night here. I mean, we got you guys up in commentary. We got you up in commentary. We got the World Collide thing coming up. The night has been great. I mean,
it has.
What is up, everybody here in New York City?
That was like that, bro.
Man, and great to be out here, I mean, man, we just a couple of nights away from AOA and NXTV joining forces for the huge World Collide pay-per-view. Heck, we even got Justin up on commentary.
We got Gorgon, but either way.
Anyway, I know we have like several things that have been going down, and as far as I know, everybody, you know, they got their eyes on this thing. Everybody got their eyes on this thing. It's been the buzz of AOA, it's been the buzz of NXTV. I mean, think about it. We have Jay Morgan versus Johnny Money. Barely Morgan winning off with someone's girl. That ain't really the best idea, but you know, whatever. You also have Akira versus Cassidy. Even though Jackie Britt came up short against Angelina, that match is still going to be interesting. And you got the two big boys going at it, and Reaper versus Kevon. You know, you got Wolfpack versus British Airways, and then of course, the match that probably not just me, but all of you great AOA and NXTV fans out there, as well as Sherry Williams, are probably looking forward to, and that being the 8-man tag and with the New World Nation. Hopefully they get exactly what they deserve. Blah, 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 blah.
Wait a minute.
You're hilarious, man. And you know me, as I said before, I love me some comedians. Now, let's talk. Let's talk with you. All right, fine. What you want to talk about? Let's talk about you. Let's talk about AOA. See, you're right. We're making history. AOA and NXTV, we're making some history here. Because, yes, this is the first time anyone has ever really the first time two companies decided to join together and get together to do something awesome. And while I am holding up the standard, I'm holding up the banner on the side of NXTV. What's really going on here? Let's think about all of this real quick. Let's talk about what's going on here, guys. How about this? Let's look at Big Trap's team, for instance. The team of The Walking Dead, essentially. I say they're The Walking Dead with a simple standpoint of you have, let's look at Destry. Destry is nowhere close to 100% after they should dumped him about a good 15 feet to the concrete floor. But it's obvious he didn't care about him. Darren has been a loose cannon ever since that happened. But it's obvious you don't care about him. Dave, well, before Onslaught, yeah, you say he's a silent warrior. He's here when he needs to be. He isn't there when he isn't. But why do you trust him on representing your company when if he is not in a match, he's not here? Let's think logically. Hey, whoa, listen, man. Don't go there. No. Let's continue to go there. Let's continue to go there. Why? Because the New World Nation has continued to push the envelope in terms of pro wrestling. So allow me, especially since this may potentially be the last time I get to see you face to face, I want to talk about everything and get everything off of my chest right now. Let's get started. Where to start? Right. Let me tell you exactly why I say you didn't care about Destry, Darren, or Dave. Well, Dave obviously doesn't care about you because when he's not in a match, he's not here. Is he there? Right? You don't care about Destry because when Darren, his own brother, was trying to check on him at Breaking Boundary, you was the one that threatened to suspend him. Because he was trying to kill Shield, and all he's been wanting ever since was his hands on us in the New World Nation. But no, you don't let him do that. Darren has a big match coming up again at World Collide, and so what have you done? You put him in a handicap match because he couldn't find a partner. How irresponsible of you. But since we're talking about irresponsibility, let's take it a step further. Okay, no, King Kong, bro, you pushing it, man. You're getting too personal. Hey, no. I said I was gonna get everything out. Let's get everything out. You obviously don't care about anybody on this roster. What are you talking about? I love these people like they're my family. What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is this. How many times has someone get injured and it's been forever since we hear from them? We don't hear an update from these commentators that want to talk about everything else.
Hey, whoa! Wait a minute, what you talking about, man?
We don't, what? Whoa, hold on a second. No. You had one guy, Demon, I think his name was, got beat senseless. How long was it before we heard an update on it? Exactly. Yeah, other guys, they get injured in the hospital somewhere. We never hear anything about you going to visit them. And here's the funniest thing to me. You call yourself All Out Action. Is it just action for the men? Is it just action for the men? Because with how everything is going, I'm really starting to think it's just action for the men, and you get some sort of pleasure, quote unquote, from this. Hey, yo, King Kong, you chill, man. No, I'm not gonna chill. I'm not gonna chill. Let's talk about some of the women. Let's talk about some of this roster. You got some guys that can make this company rich. As much as I hate just about everybody here, with the exception of 3 people. You're a smart guy, you know who those 3 people are. Everybody else is untapped and will not allow to be tapped potential. I mean, you got one guy who was here at first, who started out here. Brandon Storm, I think his name is. He started out here first. And then he left. And then when he left, he became something. He became somebody somewhere else. So what do? Oh, he's back in AOA now. Well, that's fitting. That's fitting, isn't it? Okay, come on now. Some of the women, some of the guys, some other guys tend to stay in the same spot. I mean, good grief. You want to bring, you got so much talent that's being held down and being held back, that's not even really getting a proper shine. You even have a developmental place, do you? We're in the process of working on that. Can you stay out of AOA personal business, please? No. Let's talk about your biggest blunder of all, your women. This is why I asked if it's just action for the men. Let's talk about the women here. Talk about the women. You said last month, that you kind of overlooked your women's division. Yeah, and obviously you didn't care about that in the first place because you had people who were past their prime. People who were past their prime come in and try to lead your women's division into the next generation. Hey, it's a work in progress, man. No. It's fine. Trust me. It's fine. See, some of these women are like in their like 40s, bruh. And you expect them to take
You want to turn his mic.
Funny. Yo, somebody to cut his mic. Dude, he is going way too far.
Okay, if I was you, I would be on the phone. I would be contacting any woman I can find that can work here right now and get something done around here. I mean, good grief. Over on NXTV, women is the top priority. Over here, they ask to start. Whoa, wait a minute. Now women really ain't no asking for. Now, yes, I personally have not looked on them as far as I should, and I regret that, and I'm kind of beating myself up over it. But still, it's not, no, it's fine. I can tell you're embarrassed. But that's not anywhere close to how embarrassed you're going to be at World Collide. I hit too hard there, didn't I? Okay, I got one last thing. You say you love these people like family, right? Yeah, of course I do. Okay, well please answer me this. If you love these people like family and this is your brainchild, why did it take you 2 months before you actually decided to show your face around here?
Come on now. Yo, someone done cut this guy's mic for real?
You love these people so much that you couldn't even address your AOA fans for 2 months. You had to do it on a pay-per-view. And when people have to pay to watch this. Oh, it made it better. Yeah, you know that Conquer All pay-per-view, that pay-per-view decided to show your face. That pay-per-view sucks, okay?
Oh, whoa.
What's your worst pay-per-view? Hey, whoa. Hold on. You know what? No. I said my piece. I already made you look like a complete clown in front of the whole world. And at World Collide VI, I'm going to do it again. The rest of the New World Nation and myself are going to do it again. And the rest of NXTV is going to make you look like a joke again. Because whether you like it or not, you're living in the age of the New World Nation. And Frost, Shield, Monster, who knows, maybe after we're victorious at World Collide, they'll leave you hanging high and dry. Just like I'm leaving you right now. Whoa, 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 wait a minute. You want to shoot from the hip? Let's shoot from the hip. Get that back in this ring.
Oh my.
Wow.
Let's talk about you real quick.
Hold on.
Let's talk about you. You have taken 3 of my best superstars and aligned them with you. What does that say about you, though?
Oh.
I mean, you represent NXTV, a brand that got some of the best competition in the world, and yet you couldn't find anyone here, and yet you couldn't find anyone over there. That's because I actually own everybody there. No one is on my level over there.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Hence why I now rebranded it the New World Nation Championship, because that belt is not leaving my side. Hence why you have not defended your championship since you won the belt, other than this past week. Right? I know you. I know people like you. You're scared. You a punk.
Oh.
You a coward.
Oh.
My goodness.
You come out here and you talk all high and mighty, but you never, ever back it up. Yes, you won that championship on your own, but if you were a real man, if you actually had a set somewhere,
Oh my
you would
gosh.
actually get sketches
Whoa.
immediately. Now, wouldn't you? Hey, no. Sketch is scared to fight me. No. See, you would have defended the championship before recently had you not been too scared to fight him. No? You would have been a man, and everywhere you go, the rest of the New World Nation is kissing your
Oh.
I mean, shoot, I'm gonna guess that you were so irritating, you were so irritable, that the rest of the New World Nation left you
Oh my
to
God.
fend for yourself, because no one wants to deal
Oh
with
my.
a son of a like you.
Oh my gosh. Yo. I mean.
I
We're
don't
talking
know.
about this in a minute.
So let me tell you this. Since you want to shoot from the hip, let's shoot from the hip. I remember another group tried to do what you're doing right now. Now, granted, they didn't take somebody from a different company, which honestly makes the group more dangerous, and I commend you for that. But, just like you, ego, pride, all that got in the way, and they eventually disbanded and fell. With King Kong, let me just say this. At Worlds Collide, I hope Dave breaks you in half. I hope Darren breaks your jaw, so that way we don't have to hear you running your mouth. I hope Destry beats you within an inch of your life. And finally, I hope one day, that Big Trap knocks you off your high horse and takes that NXTV Heavyweight Championship from you. And then we'll have a champion that actually has a set of
Oh my. Wow.
Goodness.
Wow.
I hope I never, ever see you anywhere near this ring. Near me, near my superstars, near my company, ever again.
Wow.
You know what, Z? I'm not even worried about it. Because I already made you look bad now. And at World Collide, I'm just going to do it again. Do that right.
Wow. Gorgon, you there, man?
I am here, and I cannot believe this.
My gosh. I mean, we were talking about cutting to the bone before, but I mean, what we just saw between those two, between King Kong and B.I., I mean, that was just on a whole nother, level.
Well, both parties actually really saying some things that cut deep and taking it a little bit further than, just AOA versus NWA. Kind of getting very personal.
The question is, will those things be solved after World Collide? Good God, man, that was the deepest we've ever seen anyone go. I mean, yeah, we've seen the cheap bars here and there, but what we just saw? A whole different level right there.
Yes, it is. And I've noticed that right here in this main event world title match, the AOA Championship, that Dave is coming out and he is not alone.
We were talking about this earlier. You need all parties are going to be intended here. He's going live and making cases. Yeah, he's not out here. That's the reason. If Dave's not out here alone, I'm pretty sure the War Nation is smart. They're not going to be coming out here alone either. Right?
It's a very, very tense atmosphere after what we just now saw.
Very tense atmosphere, but also it's tense, but you also got this big, it's kind of like this big fight feel, but then you also kind of want to keep your head on swivel, because you don't know what the world is going to happen next with this crazy night this has been. And Corgan, thank you for joining me here, man. It's been great having you.
It's been my pleasure. And there he is, the AOA World Champion, Monster.
But you got the former, right in the back, you have the former All American champion and Dwayne Frost, and I think there he is, that's Nate Shields, also joining him. Walking in that power of burn. Andre's been absolutely dominant. Andre's been absolutely dominant as heavyweight champion, holding this championship for about close to half of the year. Close to like half the calendar year here in AOA. He's been holding this belt for like 6 or 7 months almost. Well, no. This is his second reign as champion. That's right, back in Offline, he did around Offline, he did lose the possession.
Well, that reminds me of the fact that he has that in common with King Kong, that they are both around that 6-month title reign, but it's, as Z-Ice pointed out, King Kong has not defended that championship.
That's a good point.
Up till last week when he went up against Dave, and we remember how that ended.
That's a good point. I mean, it ended up be a count out, and I'll say this. I mean, well, to be fair to King Kong, and because Monster have held the title longer than King Kong has. He's held the title longer than, quite a bit longer than King Kong has. But either way, even in Monster's second reign, which he's in right now, he is at least defending it here now. But either way, this is what we all here for. This is what we all came to see on the last night of wrestling action before this huge Worlds Collide event. Dave and Monster for the AOA World Championship. This is a rematch from Breaking Boundaries, in which these two went at it at Breaking Boundaries, and then kind of had a controversial finish, in which it was a table match, and Dave
ends up putting himself through the table. Monster, quote unquote, won the match. But there was Dave who actually went to the table. The Monster surrenders the AOA World Championship to the referee.
Beautiful AOA Championship on display.
Here we are. It's all about the World Championship. Dave versus Monster. Party at ringside. Here we go.
Two of the biggest men in all of AOA going at it head to head here. Dude, look at this.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What a upset that would have been if Monster came out the gate and got a 3 count off a clothesline.
Well, he was coming out in full force. I mean, I think the full force of Monster was coming out of him and then able to get behind him and clock him in the back of the head.
Dang. Oh my gosh. A big fight feel we have, as you mentioned, JNW. Those two ginormous men in the middle of the ring, and you have to wonder what factor will the NWN and AOA and Big Trap play.
We still haven't seen.
I was going to say that, you know, the thoughts and comments made by King Kong do not represent NXTV whatsoever.
I guess in what aspect?
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, just, you know, all those negative things that he had to say about Z Ice, excuse me. It's just that, you know, I just want to completely, oh my gosh, remove NXTV from the conversation. Those are King Kong's thoughts and King Kong's words, and they do not represent us.
I mean, with some of the arrogance of King Kong, I mean, why would anyone, you know, take a look at NXTV, take a look at what they do, and then hear what King Kong said and think that represents them in any way?
No. Absolutely not. I mean, saying that, you know, it's the NWN Championship and he owns the people in NXTV, that is just absolutely bogus.
Yeah.
As Dave rolls back into the ring. Look at Monster here. Oh my! Nice jump.
King Kong, he kind of came at, from a level that we have not seen anyone come at the Ice with before. So I mean, yeah, the Ice is obviously really going to take that and say some very, very controversial things there. Nice 0-90 slam on Monster. He may be trying to end this thing right now.
The Ice also using some very colorful language, something that we never see from the Ice.
Like I said, he came out of the angle that no one typically comes out of, man. Here's the tombstone. This may be it right here. Wanted to put a lot of people away, but no.
The size of Dave worked towards his advantage just then. As now he's leaning on the ropes.
Oh my God! A huge shot again.
Knee right to the face, Dave right back in it as he rolls back into the ring. Monster striking wildly. Oh my goodness.
I think the problem with Monster. I mean, he just swings for the fences. And then it ends up missing his target. And sometimes, you know, left himself wide open. Right there, he sort of paid off for him. Into the top rope. That wasn't wide.
Oh no, look at this.
Oh!
One hand and choke slams Monster.
Wow. Man, they big dude one-handed. Man, I noticed Destry. We haven't really seen Destry all night here. I mean,
well, the last time we saw Destry, he was taped up and bandaged. Of course, he was still fighting. We haven't seen him in a official competition yet, as far as in ring, and now there you see Frost not having a great night himself.
He was not. That is not going to help his case.
Look at the sheer size of Dave. I remember the first time I saw Dave, I was very impressed with his size. He is not the type of person that you want to anger. Look at Monster! Oh my gosh!
No, Gorgon, I remember you said one thing.
Interesting thing about AOA, you have these big guys is able to do throwing everything, fly around like cruiserweight. That was a perfect example of that. Oh!
Exactly, and you almost forgot that Monster was in this equation when Dave was distracted by Frost there, and that's what allowed him to come from behind.
They got a bit of tunnel vision on there. Focusing on what's been going on the outside. Kind of sick.
And one thing that
Oh my
gosh! Dave crossing Monster right through the guardrail.
Oh my God!
What a brawl! And now look at this, Shields and Frost getting closer. Dave has to watch this count. The matchup. This matchup is for the championship. He's up to 9. Wait a minute. It's just going to be double count outs.
There he is. I don't think they care. They don't care.
There's a bell. Dave is not even trying to get the championship. It's too late now.
I mean, he tried. I think Dave Monster probably that's screwed. He already kind of got screwed out of the first championship opportunity. You know, and with parties and stuff at ringside. So I mean, it's like, screw it at this point. Monster probably just take them out one way or another. Take them out. Worry about the championships honestly afterwards. Let's take these guys out right now, and that's what these two guys are trying to do to each other.
Dave, the man who AOA calls on.
Wait a minute.
And now look at this.
The Monster and Dave fighting with the bag, but now down here things have exploded.
Oh, look at this trap. Fighting his way down in the aisle. There's Darren. Very nicely executed onto Shields.
Oh man, we've seen what happens when stuff gets like this between these four.
Yes, we have. It is broken down here on AOA.
Monster and Dave went to the back, and these two, and these guys right here, they're just going at it. Ain't that screw it? Ain't that stopping us now? That's super kick. Oh, Lord.
You can hear that outside of the building. That's super kick by Darren.
Just an absolute draw here. Ooh. You got to fight. They are fighting on this one front. And man, this is the thing about World Collide. World Collide, we can finally settle this once and for all. At World Collide,
there has been so many breakdowns like this over the weeks, and that is a great point. Finally, it's going to come to a head at Worlds Collide.
Not just with these four, but just with other members as well. I mean, Johnny Money and Morgan, Akira and Cassidy. I mean, they never really came to blows, but we did everything leading up to this event. It is really just starting to get to everyone. You can tell it's just starting to get to everyone.
Oh! God. Yes, it is. Both companies on edge. And now look at this. We cut to the back here. Dave and Monster are going at it. And it's so much ego, so much on the line. So many people are going to be watching Worlds Collide.
You're going to get hurt. They're able to make it there. People getting hurt here. And we just saw a couple of weeks ago, Monster chucking. Oh, man. Saw a couple of weeks ago, Monster Chuck Starboy off the semi.
Exactly.
I don't know where he's going to be back. I mean, he got chucked off the semi by Big Trap and vice versa. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they fighting out of it. They've been fighting out of it. These two giant. Oh. God.
Just two titans throwing all they have at each other. And look at that strike with a steel chair.
Good.
But it's AOA fans and NXTV fans alike are going to be having their eyes on this upcoming event.
Without question, man. Without question. This is, I mean, if the past couple of weeks have proved anything, World Collide is looking to be off the chart. And these two giants continue to beat and just bat the hell out of each other. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
They're killing each other.
And I don't imagine that there will be anybody coming to stop them.
Oh, I mean, would you?
Absolutely not.
Be like the security guard from last week. Just sit in the back recording in your world.
Exactly. That's your best role. Oh my. Oh. Run into that television and.
Oh my God.
Oh. And the table crashes. It's a string of bad luck for Dave there. He's down and out.
Wait a minute!
Look at that's District!
This is a cracked monster in the skull with that fire on it. Look at that fire extinguisher. I almost called it fire hydrant. Not bad. Oh!
District waiting around the corner, and he looks great.
He's looking great. I mean, yeah, you see, his ribs are still taped up. I can't tell if there's a white delay. His ribs, you can see their ribs are still taped up, but he's here. Oh my God! My.
He is on fire.
Man, Jester was waiting for this moment for a long time, ever since we lost the line. Or ever since
where's he going?
My bad. Wait a minute. I'm in the trash can.
Monster coming at Destry and gets cracked over the head for his efforts.
Good gosh. Ooh. I mean, we knew it was going to be wild. I mean, it was all the emotions building over the past month. You had to admit, it was just a matter of time. Guys been wanting to get their hands on each other. They just haven't been able to. And now, I think all that emotion is just pouring out.
Well, one thing that I've noticed is that we've got all these men going at it as Dave has just been laid out in the locker room, and that coward King Kong is nowhere to be found.
Of course he is.
Once again, letting his henchmen do all the work as Destry standing tall right now.
Well, I think even looking at the numbers, King Kong hasn't been found. Destry just laid out. Yeah, they've got to kind of 3 people up and 3 people down at this point. 3 up and 1 down on each team at this point.
And there's no love lost between Nate Shields and Big Trap.
Shield was the first one to attack. Shield was the first one to attack Destry. Or attack Big Trap, my bad.
That's right.
NXTV Dallas. Oh. Big Trap got a little bit of retribution there.
A whole lot of a war of words. And both of these 2 men mentioning each other over the last couple of weeks as Trap gets dumped over the top.
I think war of words. I cannot speak. A lot's going on. I'm sorry.
Oh but gosh,
war of words
so intense.
has led to the war of just straight action here. Oh, God.
Absolutely. Big Trap grabs Shields by the throat. What's this?
Oh!
A chunk slam of his own. Right to the arena floor.
Ooh. What he calls that?
And drives Nate Shields right into the ground. Man, there's Darren and Frost.
Man,
I had no idea that meanwhile these 2 are fighting in the audience.
I mean, well, I got to give credit to the cameraman. They're trying to do the best they can to at least keep up with all this action.
They found these 2, and these Frost is really taking a beating.
Probably a steel chair.
Just as it sounds. Good for you, Darren. Oh, but here comes Frost. Maybe more of the announcer curse.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Just as I start to think that Darren is coming back on top here. And now look at this. Once again.
My God.
After a hellacious matchup with Tyrone Andre, Darren is laid out by Frost. And now look at this. After it's all said and done, but look who's still standing in the center of the ring. It's Big Trap.
and Big Trap.
Wait a minute.
See what you did, Big Trap? All this chaos, all this mayhem was because you decided to pick a group of people outside of NXTV. And let me just say this. The Worlds Collide, you're going to regret your decision. I'm going to regret my decision? Well, let me tell you something straight up. At Worlds Collide, your world is going to come crashing down.
Wow. You gotta say, this is looking to be a freaking war zone out here, man. This is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be insane. Corkin, what did you think of tonight, man? We go off there here. What did you think of tonight,
goodness. Man? I've never been on the edge of my seat so much, seeing, you know, all these different stars and the intensity, the level of intensity that we have here going into this Worlds Collides event. So many things happening around every corner, and this is how we finish with King Kong and Big Trap staring at each other from across the ring. What a picture-perfect moment as we go into Worlds Collide.
I mean, without question, man. So if you can, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on this and XTV's channel. Spread the word about this channel. XTV World and that Worlds Collide pay-per-view is coming up. Till the next time we see you guys, be a boss. And we'll holler at you guys later.